Good morning. So, number one, I've decided we're going to switch to every other day for these vlogs rather than every day because I feel like it is getting a little bit monotonous now and repetitive. But also, it takes me forever to get the clips because I'm filming everything on my phone because it's just easier. It takes me forever to get the clips onto my laptop from my phone. And so every other day is just easier for me as well. So we're going to do that. And today is a working day. I got dressed. First little win. There is Diet Coke in the fridge. Another little win. Mid-morning coffee break. And I've just put on Joe Wicks for Milo. I was doing the first week, we were doing it every day at 9 o'clock. He was. But it was an awkward time for me to kind of break away from work. And then I felt like I'd been distracted. I was like not focused. And so then the second week, we just didn't do it in the morning. And he was doing it with Lee at night time. But he hasn't been feeling well for the last week. He's been feeling kind of nauseous and just not quite himself. And so today I was like, why? I know a couple of you did say you can do it whenever, but the whole thing of it being live was what seemed to engage him. So I've just put it on at 10 o'clock and he doesn't know it's not live, of course. So he probably thinks it's 9 o'clock and I'm going to throw his entire day. But I think he definitely needs to do some exercise in the morning in the same way that I said in the last video that I'm an extrovert, and that's kind of how I pull my energy. I mean, Milo definitely is as well. Talking. Don't know where he gets it from. But I think for him, he needs to kind of move. I probably do too, but set my ways. Are you doing it? What? Are you doing it? Yeah. I just heard Manny moving around downstairs. So yeah, we are getting back into our routine. It has been a while since I vlogged. It's been a strange kind of day, and I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. But the kids and I have made our own version of Snakes and Ladders. It is Captain Hook / Peter Pan themed. I have now reused. These are from the Kallax unit, one of these ones, that I knocked some pieces out last week. Do you remember? Anyway, when I was doing the desk for upstairs, and I used the big one for his sign yesterday, for his Comic-Con sign, and I'm using the small ones, one of which is for our new board. Quite happy with this, actually. So we've got little...
Shall we continue?
Mother's like, come on.
It's your turn right
it's my
now.
turn, all
Let's
right.
see what you get.
Cool.
You get a 1.
And we've
so
got
that means
some
you go up.
Peter Pan characters.
Now let's see what I
Wait,
get.
no, I don't go up, because that's... I don't... Where was I?
Oh, you want to start again?
Wait, no, where was I?
You were there.
Yeah, but you don't go up the plank.
Oh, yeah, you go down.
You go down the plank, you go up the fairy dust. Just another morning. So I'm done with work for another day. And what I was talking about yesterday was that I have now been, well, not now, but I've been told that I'm going to be furloughed from next week. Just for 3 weeks. Potentially it will be something that is like rotated so that everyone is furloughed at some point because we all do the same job effectively. But we do different parts of it. And so certain people were chosen because their parts of the work will be lessened first. But I have had a really hard time with it. I think part of it is because I can't talk to my work colleagues about it yet because it's not been announced. And so in a strange way, I am suddenly feeling isolated, whereas previously it felt very much like, well, you know, everyone's in the same boat. Same with these vlogs. I'm talking about something that we're all experiencing together. So even on the worst day, you're like, well, you know, everyone's at home, everyone's feeling the same way. Everyone that's working from home is having the same struggles. Everyone that's got the kids at home, yada, yada. And suddenly I felt like I'd been put in a new situation that meant that I was no longer in the same boat as my colleagues who've really kind of kept me going in terms of normality since we've had to work from home. So in that sense, I just felt really bizarrely isolated and still do because I still can't really discuss it with them. By the time you see this video, obviously, I will be able to, but just at this point. And also, much as I have loved the idea of being furloughed, was super jealous of the people that were furloughed and thought that would be way preferable with the kids at home. Once it happened, I instantly thought, so what am I going to do with myself? Like, what like I felt like literally my reason for getting up in the morning was taken away. Not entirely. You can hear a couple of my others in the background. But the thing that literally gets me up at a certain, like my whole routine of my week was kind of taken away, albeit temporarily. I just had a little bit of a wobble yesterday, and today's been particularly difficult. And I'm hoping that once I can tell my work friends and we can kind of talk about it, I'll feel a little bit better. But I don't know. I know this sounds ridiculous. And if somebody else had said this to me a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I'd have been major eye roll. Like, this is all I want. I just don't want to be working from home with the kids at home. But I feel out of the loop. Out of the loop. I feel like I'm not part of it anymore. So I feel more on my own and less productive. There's less point. Because I'm just not contributing. I don't know. It's a really strange feeling. And then on top of that, there's, no matter how they might try, our work is topping us up to 100%. So no matter how you might try, if someone you work with has been furloughed and they do exactly the same job as you, and you're still working from home and they're just not working and getting paid 100%, there's going to be resentment there. I would rather have continued to work, which is ridiculous because this should be a good thing. And I'm going to try to treat it as a good thing for the period of time that I'm doing it for. But I'm just kind of sharing with you how I feel about it, having been told yesterday, because this is not how I thought I would feel. And I wonder if any of you have felt the same way when you were furloughed, especially those of you who it was kind of like selective and some of your colleagues are still working. Okay, I'm shaking out of it. I'm very grateful to have a job. I'm in a very fortunate position. You know, we just have these wobbles. My last working day for a little while. We have made a Lego wrestling ring.
I made some wrestlers.
And he's made some wrestlers.
Yep.
Which he's probably going to show you now. Look at you guys. Go on then, show us who you've got.
I didn't really make them properly. One of them has a yellow face, but the Big Show.
The Big Show. Who is this one?
Doesn't look anything like him, but it's Shane McMahon.
Okay, who's the next guy?
The Miz.
The Miz. You've lost me, but he looks like a wrestler.
Edge.
Edge.
And John Cena.
I think John Cena is so good. I think that's brilliant. So I'm now going to try and make this like sturdier because there's tension, these keep falling down. So no, it's okay. So I'm going to get some more bricks out and see if we can't reinforce this somehow. My last day was strange. The other person who is furloughed with me put on our little like team chat, a little spiel and said, you know, good luck for the next few weeks and I'll speak to you when we come back and blah, blah, blah. And it all felt very like we're going for a long time. In theory, it's 3 weeks. Realistically, we'll see. It's the same as with this whole thing. If someone said, it's definitely this, and then this is happening, it's the uncertainty, isn't it? Obviously, my work colleagues found out about it. They were so nice about it. Not that I thought they weren't going to be, but, you know. And I'm trying to feel positive. It's definitely given me a new perspective, is one of the things that I would say, because I'm not proud to admit it, but I was definitely judgmental of people who I felt had less responsibilities than me. Like, though on my lowest days, I felt like I'd got a really raw end of the deal in multiple, and I'm sure lots of us feel that way. There are people at home with no responsibilities, with absolutely nobody to talk to and no one to socialise with, and they're completely by themselves. And those people I'm super jealous of on my really low days, whereas I can completely appreciate that comes with its own, you know, challenges in the same way. It's just a completely different thing. But what I mean to say is it's given me a new perspective for people who've been furloughed, who found it really difficult to be at home with the kids with no work, because I was really jealous of those people. And I just thought, like, what are you even complaining about? And now I realise, like I say, comes with its own challenges. You don't really realise how you're going to feel until you're in the position. And it just makes you feel, it's just another thing to take away from your normal, isn't it? Anyway, so we'll see what these vlogs are going to be now, because that's definitely shaped my week. It's about to be Easter, so we're going to have 4 days. I'm going to say we're going to have 4 days off anyway, but Lee's going to be home, so that will be different. And I'm very grateful that we also have a little bit of routine in the fact that Lee still goes to his office and comes back, has the weekends, and we still have kind of somewhat of a normal week in that respect. But yeah, it's been a really strange one. Some major highs and lows, and hopefully I can shake it off and feel more positive about it while I'm off, because ultimately it's a very positive thing for me personally. I can't take it personally that I've been selected to be furloughed, even though I'm super insecure about why I've been chosen. Oh, it's really difficult. But I also feel like I'm probably not the only one that's felt this way. So please tell me if you did. Please tell me I'm not crazy. And I'm still going to be in touch with the girls from work and feel a little bit still in the loop, hopefully. We'll see. But I thought I'd share. And this is why I couldn't post vlogs. Lots of people asked me why I hadn't been posting, whether or not I'd stopped vlogging. I haven't. It's just I started talking about this on Tuesday and then I couldn't say anything till today. So here we are. This has been a diary of emotions.